Yay!
My favorite scene is still when he said, "Don't touch anything," and he just went. Okay, that's it. That's all I wanted to say.
Welcome, Twitch. We are currently live with our wrong game. Our Warcraft Fangs of the Moon campaign. We've been talking a little bit off screen about The Mandalorian, and if you haven't seen it, go watch it. I will eventually, once I get a chance to get Disney Plus. I wish, man. I really wish. I don't think it'll happen, but that would be really awesome.
Sponsored by The Mandalorian.
That would be really good, but I don't think it will. But anyways, we're going to go ahead and jump into our campaign for Warcraft Fangs of the Moon. If you don't know, this takes place in the World of Warcraft setting, in an alternate universe in that, or alternate timeline in that particular universe, as Ariana has decided to walk away from her computer and give us a good look at her chair. But anyways, we'll go ahead and just dive on in as I continue to torment, or actually the players torment me. Don't worry, I have plans. We'll see what happens tonight.
Nothing. We're jumping off the ship and we're sneaking onto this place that we're going to.
That sounds like a terrible idea.
Anyways, we'll go ahead. Oh, no, I don't want to do that. Wrong button. Come over here. Okay. That's the button I want. Warcraft Fangs of the Moon, Episode 20. Moonglade, Dreams of the Druids. Our heroes managed to get to Darnassus rather quickly due to the portals that were located in New Lordaeron. From there, they found an airship, Starsong's tier. After a brief scuffle, they met with the captain of the ship, one Dakotah Fourtotem, and among other meetings was a new friend, Benedict, the trusty and loyal steed of Catesh. With the road before them, will these new friends help or will they hinder? Alright. Now we are ready to jump into this one. Cancel, don't care. Give me that, delete, go away. There we go. That loads so much quicker. Stream. Just for a tip, if you ever want Tabletop Simulator to run a little bit smoother, get rid of the tablet. For some reason, it just sucks resources.
Yes,
maybe because it's like running the internet,
simulating a virtual computer inside of a computer game. Resource intensive.
Yes. All right. As we continue on with our little journey here, make sure. Yeah, you're supposed to be gone. I don't know why it didn't clear out, but oh well. Okay.
It's Benedict.
You guys are now. Oh no! Wait, that was. I still need to label you guys.
Particularly out of the ship.
Yes. Okay.
You're not important.
Yeah.
You made Dakotah and you opened the floor and it spit you out.
Yeah, you stepped out of the hole that was made in the floor earlier. Anyways, as you guys are traveling about in the Starsong's tier, evening seems to pass by quite peacefully after the scuffle from earlier. You guys are still stuck out on the board where you were because I didn't want to move you into the cabin yet, and I kind of saved it right after the session last week, and that was like what, 4 weeks ago. Anyways, as you guys are all coming to and so forth, Catesh, you spend a little bit of extra time sleeping. Inside your sleep, a dream hits you. You're standing out in the middle of a field. It seems to be a very familiar field to you. As you look down in your hand, you notice a sickle. And at your feet are wheat sheaves. And almost automatic response, you bend down and go to cut the sheaves and start harvesting the grain this year. As you continue to work the field just a little bit, you notice that the grains remind you of your family farm. And as you look up, you also hear your dad off in the distance as he just walked into your house and muttered something about stubbing his toe, and you smile kind of absent-mindedly as you continue to work the fields, and you begin to hear the clappings, the trappings and noise of a mechanostrider come wandering up. This mechanostrider, as you look up, is decked out. Very nice, very regal patterns on it. However, the colors are red and white. You look to see the rider, and you see a very familiar face stepping down off of the mechanostrider and pulling out a great sword. Your sister starts towards the house. You immediately let go of the sickle and start running, going to stop her, and no matter what you do, it doesn't seem like you're moving fast enough. She enters into the house. You hear your dad mutter something about, "Oh, hello," and death gurgles. As she steps out of the house, she looks towards you and smiles. And then she tosses the great sword towards you. It lands in the ground, blade first, and embeds itself there. While she walks back towards her mechanostrider and rides off into the sunset. As you get to the sword, you recognize the blade. The gold and the phooey, I forgot the colors there. The silver blade of Ashbringer stands there gleaming. No blood on it. It's kind of strange, but as you reach for it to pick it up, the silver blade turns green. The hilt transforms from the gold to black, and the silver medallion that's on the back of the sword goes from the aforementioned hand and morphs into a black skull. As you see this, you let go of the blade really quick, and it falls, embeds itself into the ground, and it stays that way. And as you look to your left, trying to figure out what's going on, to your left, you see just fields of people with their helmets gleaming in the sunlight. Each one of them looking towards you, and for some reason you say something and you can't distinguish it. You can't figure out what you said, but you hear them all cheer and roar and kind of like a raucous victory, like you've just said something really important. And then you look to the right to see what else is going on, and over on the right you see hordes and hordes of not shining helmets but black and green eyes staring back at you. Armies and armies of the undead looking at you, and then they have the same reaction. You say something and they roar and cry in victory. And you turn to look at the sword, and just beyond it is your faithful steed Benedict, just staring at you. About a second later, he licks you. And he licks you again. And you look down to try to find the sword, and it's not there. You're looking at the roof of your cabin. It seems the dream was causing you some bit of a nightmare. You're not sure what to make of it. And with that, if you guys wish to do anything over the... who paused my video? If you guys wish to do anything over the course of the week that it takes to get to Moonglade, you can. If not, we'll just continue on.
I have no plans.
You have a what?
I have no plans.
Okay. No plans.
Except maybe to discuss what the plans are once we get there.
Okay.
Like, what exactly are we doing, since nobody gives me any information at all?
Planning for the plan.
To plan for the plan.
I would like to know what the plan is.
There's no libraries or here or anything to investigate.
You find the room fairly easy to find your companions. If you wish to discuss, you can easily just poke one of them. Valisar is... He's out and about as the week goes by. Be easy to talk with him if you want. If you do, or when you do get a chance to talk with him, he mutters something about making sure Audric stays safe, at least for the moment.
Well, okay. So let's just... So our goals here...
If you want to recap, I do know why you're here.
We have
Well,
to
okay,
get a
so
seed of life from Ysera in order to rescue Anuli. And I need to go into the Emerald Dream to rescue Teacher. Is that all? I think that's all, right?
I thought Catesh had a goal.
Well,
What
he's
was
gonna try
yours?
to get some.
You wanted to go
I
into
just-
the dream?
No,
Dream.
I just need to get dragon eggs at any point.
Yep.
That's not really at this place goal. That's just if we hear anything about dragon eggs goal, we can get lots of money.
Okay, so wait. So our current missions are the Seed of Life, the Dream, and then I have a treasure map that at some point maybe we'll get to.
You will.
No, we can do it now. We can just ditch this. And then...
No,
No, I've
then
only got
die.
3 months.
Nope, you dead.
Yeah, Anuli's only got 3 months, and you've spent basically a week of that already. Or when you get off the ship, it will be a week after. Do you have to play with your chew toy right there?
Yes. Yes, I do. Duh.
Benedict has
So-
found something small and squeaky and has been chewing on it and playing with it and going.
He's not a dog.
See,
He
3
doesn't do that.
months is... lovely.
He's too classy to do that.
11 is left.
Yeah, so, well, I'm just kind of along for the ride for this mission, so I'm just going to let you guys do the things, and I'm just going to smash stuff with my hammer.
I would throw it.
This-
I would throw it, but
Okay.
he would bring it back.
Is there any libraries or informations on the Moonglade air? Because I know I kind of want to take time to try and remember the things my dad told me about Moonglade and the dream and all, so I can have some information. But obviously, running on memory is not all. Like, if I could find some books or something that could help jog my memory, if he has anything, if Dakotah has anything like that.
He doesn't have a library per se, but he does know a lot. You would know that he is a druid. He did say he was a druid the last time we met,
Yeah.
and he does have some control over the ship, some druidic control.
I just don't know until if he would share information with me.
You'd have to make a persuasion check. The difficulty would be lowered if you bring your father up or anything like that.
Yeah, okay. I guess something we have a week. I can go talk to him. I'll talk to him and I'll tell him, like, I'll tell him that we're looking for the Seed of Life and that we need to rescue someone from the dream. and I'll tell him that my father was a druid, and I'll tell him what I remember from what he told me, and that I was looking for more information about where to who to go to, where to start on our journey when we get there.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a persuasion check. You have to beat a 10 for him to say anything. Pretty much everything over a 10 will be bonus information, so.
Um, 19.
Okay. That's pretty good.
Someone with a persuasion bonus.
I have a +7!
Yep. Alright. He looks at you sternly and says, "Are you sure about that? The seed of life is not something that is easily bequeathed. It's only happened a few times from my memory."
Well, if it's possible to gain one, then I'm going to do my best. It's sorely needed.
Very well. Why would you need this item?
A close friend of mine, his life hangs in the balance.
A noble goal indeed. It would definitely behoove me then to let you know that your answers lie with those who guard the dream. They will. Do you mention anything about Audric or?
Well, I also want to get information about the dream, so I will also talk to. I will also then say at once what we.
Because we mentioned it before too. Because we were talking to him about Arenya Willowbark before too.
Okay. Arenya would definitely know who you need to talk with.
Who? Arenya?
Yes, Arenya.
Can you spell that?
Yeah, once I pull it up.
Irenya.
No. Aireenya. Basically, Airenya. And it's willow bark, which just the two words, willow bark. And then Dakotah lets you know that Arenya was once the recipient of the Seed of Life at one point.
Arenya was the
Was a
recipient
recipient
of
of
the Seed
one.
of Life?
Yes.
And does he know where she is?
She guards the Druids in Moonglade. He also lets you know that she takes care of special Druids, higher level Druids, those who are not necessarily Malfurion, but the upper echelons of Druid kind, so to say. Yeah. And he also lets you know that right now the dream is in flux because of the nightmare. It makes traveling to the dream quite dangerous, and most Druids only choose to spend 5 years, 10 years during their hibernation, and that's all they spare. Used to be years ago, hundreds of years ago, they would spend closer to 100 years in the dream, but now they only spend just a little bit. And no chatting in Discord while I can't see it.
You want me to interrupt with puns instead?
He's being good and punning in the Discord chat. See, we're being good and doing it there.
Oh, okay. Is there anything else I can help you with?
Who would we talk to about gaining entrance into the dream? You see, the druid I'm traveling with, he's never done it before.
That would be your best case would be Arenya. There are quite a number of druids you could ask when we get to Moonglade. Myself as well, but since it sounds like you're going to help somebody who's trapped in the dream, Arenya would be the best.
It's kind of convenient that it's one person we need to go talk to. It makes things easier.
It's not necessarily convenient. It's more...
It's, don't worry about it. It's great. Anyway, any advice, tips for the Moonglade? I'm not sure I've actually been there. Maybe when I was very, very young, my father might have taken me, but... Is there any supposed to special behavior or way to act?
A way to act? Special behavior? No. Beware. The dream is very much so wild. Not everything is peaceful. Some of it is bestial. But
Right.
around every corner is the nightmare.
It is the reflection and spirit of the wild. Of nature.
Correct.
Well, thank you. I'll be sure to talk to my companions about this.
Anytime, young one.
And I'm gonna go find the boys. At some point, maybe we're eating dinner in one of our rooms and stuff. And I tell them what Dakotah behooved himself into telling me. And I say, so, after telling them all this, so I think if we're going to have a game plan, it would be best to stick to each other. What little I remember of the nightmare is it tends to corrupt and trick the mind. It's not the natural form of nature. It seeks to corrupt it. And it might try and play tricks on us. So the more we can try and stay together and be careful with whom we interact with and limit anything that isn't goal oriented, I think the better we'll do.
Did Dakotah say anything about how many people have received a seed of life if it's rare?
He said
Is
it's
it
rare. He didn't
2
say
people
how many.
or 20 people?
Nobody asked him how many.
Well, I mean, I'm asking for all the information.
Okay. He would have let you know that only a handful, 6 at most, in all the years that he knows. And it only happens once every couple hundred years at best. And the last one he remembered receiving it was Arenya's. The last one he remembers, when her life was in grave danger, a brave druid went in and retrieved one.
Mm-hmm.
Well, don't worry, Orion. I'm sure that Ysera will see fit to lend us aid.
Yes, Sarah?
But she's the one that gives out the seeds of life, isn't she?
Yes, I guess that makes sense. It's been a long time since I've dealt with any of this. I didn't spend, most of what I learned about druids was when I was very, very young and was living with my family. Once I decided to become a priest, I spent less time worrying about druidic stuff.
So do we have to do anything to get this seed of life, or do we just have to go talk and just get it? Like, once we get it, are we good? Are we gonna have to do something? Like, how does this work?
Well, based on what Dakotah told me, he said that Arenya was given a seed of life by a brave druid who went and got it. My guess is, if it's something super rare, you probably have to do some sort of task. Just knowing how these things work, there's probably something we have to do to prove ourselves. So no, I don't think it'll be a simple thing. I think it will be... Well... I think
Alternatively, we just tell them why we need it, and then we'll be good to go.
No, I think that what I mean by we'll have to prove ourselves is I think it's going to be difficult to obtain, and someone's got to go and obtain it. So, likely going to be us, and we're going to have to do something.
Sadly guarded by monsters.
Probably. I did want to ask Audric if you were okay if we went for the Seed of Life first, given that it's time sensitive. And we could go to the dream at any point.
Well,
I know your teacher
isn't the dream thing sort of like, dangerous too? It seems like both things are time sensitive. And technically, don't we have, like, what? It took like a month? It's like, so, a week?
Well,
it's going to take a week to get there. Plus, like, another bit, so we got like 3 months, right? So, we've got, like, a lot of leeway in that time frame, actually. And,
yes, but, like, if we had the Seed of Life, we could leave whenever we needed to, as long as we had it. Go to the dream, and if need be, I'm not saying that I'm going to do this, but if things happen and the dream takes a while or something can distract us, I could always go back with the Seed of Life and take care of the issue and then come back.
Dakotah did also mention that.
Yeah, because I was like, wait, take care of the issue. I thought we were just it was to have a cure for all the blight. What do you mean issue? Like, you're gonna take care of the whole blight by yourself? Like,
okay, well, I apologize, Catesh. Remember that talk we had about difficulties in letting people? Okay, I may have slightly lied to you because I wasn't sure if I could trust you, but I'm starting to trust you now. So we're going to share things. No, it's not a cure for the whole blight. Just for one person. A very dear friend of mine he's been exposed to the plague. He's going to die in 3 months if I didn't bring this back.
And you couldn't say this because... Wow.
I don't like sharing personal details. It's a bad habit. Old habit.
You know, people are much more likely to want to help you if you just ask them straight up what you want, right? Like, because you were all doing we sent on this mission and it made no sense whatsoever. This makes a lot of sense as to why you guys are going and why you wanted me to come with you. Makes so much more sense, okay? Because I never really bought the whole, they asked us to go with, but also, don't go talk to him because, he won't give you any more information. But we don't really have that much information. Didn't make sense, okay? Just tell me the things.
Okay, well, his name's Anuli. He's the mage he met, Anuli.
All right.
We were almost engaged once, and we're still sort of kind of together. And he apparently, when in the middle of all that with the Lich Woman and all of those things, he was exposed to the plague. And he claimed that he didn't think there was a cure for it, and pretty much asked me out on our last date, which was annoying and kind of sucky, and I don't know really sure. Anyway, he thought he was gonna die, and I told him he wasn't. So we got Lady Jaina, and she was, and a few other people, and we were able to put him in a sort of stasis. But it will only last 3 months, and then the plague will take full effect. So we had to get the Seed of Life because it's the only hope for him. And if I don't bring it back within 3 months, he'll be dead.
Dakotah also did let you know that time tends to flow kind of funky in the dream. And
I knew that.
What might be only a stroll an afternoon stroll in the park could actually be a long time.
Which is partly why I want to get the seed first. Because if we go to get the seed, come back out, and realize we only have 2 weeks left to get back in time, I could go, and I could give it to a newly and come back, and you could still stay here and go back into the dream and find your teacher.
Or we could have someone send the seed.
It's a little valuable to do that. People don't, if you don't figure out we have it, they might try and... Well, whoever's trying to go after people that are apparently close to you guys might want to prevent that from working. So, if we are splitting up, I'm going with Oriana.
Oh. Well, thank you, Catesh. That's very nice of you.
Also,
I'm glad that I'm your favorite. It makes me happy.
World, so.
Oh. I was kind of hoping it was because I'm your favorite of the two of us.
It's a low bar, so.
But I make it higher. Barb, like.
I like Benedict more than both of you.
Well, he's pretty cool, Raptor. That's fair.
Okay, so we need to go get the seed thing. But if it can cure the blight, I mean, what the lie you told me might not actually be that far-fetched. Maybe we can get an extra one.
Catesh, you're funny. I like you. This is why we hang out. No. They've been like 6 handed out in all of history. They're not giving us an extra one just for funsies.
To end, like, a scourge on the entire world, I think that would merit that. I'm going to be very convincing of that.
But a seed of life isn't going to cure everybody.
Well, no, but maybe if people actually, who are really good with things can figure out some other way that if they figure out how the seed of life is doing things, maybe they can figure out something else.
Or maybe they could use it as like the catalyst for a larger spell.
Yes, larger spell, or taking it apart and seeing the magic that's holding it together. I don't know.
That seems less likely.
Well, that's likely, but still potential. I'm a gnome, okay? We like tearing things apart and figuring out how they work. I know that doesn't work as well with magic.
I mean,
there are some skillful magic people that can figure things out. I am not one of them.
that's... yes, but that's still reinforcing that perhaps getting the seed should be our first priority. So
I didn't say that it wasn't. I didn't say that it wasn't. I was just saying, in addition, you should try and get another one.
Yeah.
You should try and get another one, is what I'm saying.
If it's at all possible, yes.
Right, okay, so getting a seed.
But
Potentially getting another one.
I still want to know what you think.
Well, teacher has been in danger in the nightmare long. So I feel like time is of the essence for him as well. But
great, okay, we send you in a dream world, and we go get the seed, and we rendezvous later after you're stuck in dream world for like a gazillion years, and I have to snap you out of it by smacking you in the face.
Really?
Or maybe I'll just pour water on your face. Maybe. I don't know.
I don't think that's how the dream works.
is it my understanding that I'm going to have to go into the dream alone, or would it be beneficial to have people come with me?
You have an idea that if you brought backup, it would definitely help.
I don't want to go into the dream world. Dream world is stupid. I'll guard your bodies.
Thanks, that's appreciated. You're just gonna miss out on the adventure, dude.
I'm okay with that.
You're just gonna sit here for 3 sessions. Cool. Every once in a while, Barry's gonna be like, Catesh, you still see their bodies. And moving back to you.
No, me and Benedict will have some riveting conversations.
No, actually, you see Valisar raise his hand and go, I can watch over their bodies. You can go with them.
Shoot.
Kind of thought that one through already.
Or you could go with them, and I could watch your bodies. Because, like, I think you're more familiar with the dream world, and I'm really not. I don't.
We're not even there yet. He's already arguing with the imaginary Valisar.
I'm sorry, but I cannot enter the dream again.
That's convenient.
That sounds encouraging.
Who do you make mad? Who do you take off?
Could ask him that.
No, my character is charismatic. He knows not to do that.
If he wants to know, he's going to have to make a DC 25 persuasion check to get that from him. Oh.
I have a +6 on my. Not. You know what? We're going for it.
If you really want to know, man.
I want to know why you can't. I want to know why you can't go back.
We're not actually talking to him yet. We're not even there.
What do you mean?
Yeah,
Valisar is there.
Is he on the ship with us?
Yeah.
Valisar is the hunter who's been
He's my teacher's cousin.
running with
The
him.
one
Oh,
with
yeah,
I only rolled a 10. I rolled 10.
I know which NPCs we took with us.
He looks at you and goes, no.
I'm unconvinced.
I don't care.
Anyway, we're going now.
So, game plan is...
Game plan is I'll protect your bodies if you need them.
Right. Well, no, I think. Well, at the very least, we can figure out what we need to do to get the seed. And we can figure out how much time that's going to take, so then we can actually, figure things out. Because you can't estimate time inside Dreamland, because Dreamland is stupid. So we can't really risk doing that until we figure out the deal with the seed. If the seed thing's going to take like a day, maybe we can risk it. But also, kind of not. For not to wake up and be like, oh, it's been 5 months, he's dead. That would kind of defeat the purpose.
It all depends on how Ysera favors you.
That's encouraging.
Great, so I'm just not going to go because I have a fiend steed, so there's nothing like that. So I'll just stay far away from you guys. I'm a pragmatic paladin. They might not like that here.
That's gonna throw things off, but okay.
They may not just like you because you're a gnome and a paladin. You're not even a night elf or a druid.
Right, so I'll just stay by the ship or something. And you can go talk to them.
Or we
Just
could
saying,
just all stay together in a pack.
Seems like that sort of defeats the purpose of bringing you along. We could have just left you back at the city.
I'm not the one who invited me, so...
Yeah, we invited you to come along with us. You're being paid in that awesome sword. We'd prefer if you used
it's not
it.
a sword. It's a hammer.
It's a mace.
Yeah, it's a hammer.
Whatever. I didn't really pay attention to it when I handed it to you.
As you look at him after saying that, he kind of holds it up, and it's as long as him, and the head is, the hammer part is bigger than his 2 feet put together. It's kind of interesting how he wields it.
We need a cartoon of this, Oriana being like, that sword that you have, and then Audrey's like, no, it's a mace. And then he's just standing there with a giant hammer, and you're like, guys?
Do you know what weapons are? I'm concerned now that you don't even know what
That would
weapons
be a
are.
hilarious
I feel unprepared for this.
This
Hold
could
on.
be fun.
Working clearly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Continue.
Alright.
I can hear.
Okay.
Oh no. The internet stealer is back. I think she still has her headphones on. I think she can still hear that.
Probably.
The internet stealer has returned.
All right.
No. Yep, she's
Any
back.
other questions to Dakotah? You guys still have a week. I'm going to give you just a few more minutes.
Yeah, can he make us a tiny portable flying ship that we can take like a speeder?
Take like a speeder. He looks
Yeah.
at you. Make a
No, like
persuasion.
a flying like a mini like a rowboat, but like instead of like giant ship, like little ship that we can take.
Oh, that one? No. Unfortunately, he cannot. He lets you know that
Darn.
that would take. That would probably take 5 years of his time to craft.
Shoot.
Because the magic's
Well-
involved in the flight make
Here's
it
a-
difficult.
I was trying to get us a flying rowboat. Didn't happen.
Dang it! You should still commission it. 5 years, we can come back.
Yeah, maybe we get stuck in Dreamland for 5 years. Like we come back out, we're like, "Well, we got a boat."
Yeah.
It could happen.
I don't think I have enough money for that boat though. 5 years. I don't have about 5 years.
Yeah,
worth
in
of money.
5 years we'll be
How about
rich.
this?
Just
In
to
5
collect
years,
on
if we
delivery.
In 5 years, I won't need the seed of life. We'll just give it to him as payment. Dual purpose.
No.
Oh, okay. Anything else?
That's good.
Okay. You guys continue to have the meals are enjoyable, very well done. Not as great as you've heard some of the cooks in Stormwind or New Lordaeron tout about, or some of the highfalutin high elves that you pass by every now and then. But it's very good, almost like Mother would make kind of thing, only better. That kind of food, and it's just very earthy, very down to earth, homey. Makes you feel good inside kind of meals. And entertainment, there's a couple of elvish bands that play along every now and then, play along at night, just kind of to help pass the time. And before too long, Moonglade is in sight. The world tree stands before you as the Starsong's tier heads down and begins its docking procedures. I am going to save this one so I don't have to worry about the tablet again, and we're going here. Oh, phooey. Several custom models want to be loaded, but they don't at the same time. Which ones aren't being loaded? Oh, just two I thought. Okay.
There's a giant chest in the Moonglade. Guys, I found the seed of life! It's in this big chest.
Yeah.
In the middle of the sacred pool.
There.
Perfect.
Also, why did it
It
not
was
save
super
you?
easy. Go out now.
It did not save heights or anything, so just a moment while I make it everybody the right size. Okay. There we go. Okay, as you two dock in Moonglade, you see a very large, very green area that is just teeming with life. There are a couple of houses that seem to be formed from the trees or out of the trees. They're not built in the tree or built from trees, but they seem to be grown into the tree or grown out of the tree. And there are a couple of guards just kind of doing a semi-patrol roundabout if y'all wish. Alright. The Starsong's tier seems to be taking on supplies and dropping off a ton more travelers, many of whom seem to have never been to Moonglade before, and they seem to be awe-inspired by it. And then there are a few Druids who have been here before, and this seems to be like either a monthly thing for them or a yearly thing, depending on which one you listen in on. So you are now in Moonglade. What do you wish to do? Sit on the sidelines and twirl your thumbs?
Find Arenya Willowbark.
Okay.
How did you know her last name?
What do you mean, how did I know? Because I was told to find Arenya Willowbark.
Oh, did she say her last name? I just found it out because I scrolled over it.
Yeah, you do know her last name though. Make sure I
Is
have
she
it.
on this map?
Yeah, she is.
Yeah.
Oh, there she is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm more subtle than you. I check everything out. I just don't click on it so no one knows I checked everything out.
Yeah. Okay. You wish to find Arenya Willowbark. Okay. You ask around for a few. Give me a persuasion check or approach the guards.
Yeah, I feel like for this, I would have. Well, we're not using the ship anymore, so I would have just made Benedict Pufo vanish, because I feel like this is a place where having a fiend is not super nice or looked upon nicely. So I'm just gonna poof him out of existence for now, and I'll call him back later. Takes 10 minutes.
Okay. You do that. He seems to be sad to be dismissed, but he understands. Very understanding
I
raptor.
guess I approach the guards.
Okay, so it's going to be you who approaches. Okay. Let's see here. One of them, as you approach, one of them seems to spring to life and is very eager to help you out. Yes, what can I do for you? Is this your first time to Moonglade? Have you been here often? We've got many sights and wonders here. The general store is over there. We've got the inn over there. And there are a few knickknacks here and there. If you wish to meditate and have some peace, we've also got a few places over there where there's a waterfall. It's very peaceful this time of year. And it's very good for meditation and such.
Thank you. But actually, we're kind of a little bit on the time crunch. I'm looking for Arena Willowbark.
Arenya? Oh, yes. And she gets elbowed in the side, about just almost as she says where she is, as the other guard just kind of looks at her and says, "Stop it! We don't need to give them the entire grand tour about every little secret detail about Moonglade every time somebody decides to hop off the ship."
Is this a bad time? Are you guys going through a thing? Because we can come back later. I mean, we can't really, but I can find different guards.
It's alright. Yeah, it's alright. Anessa is just being a stick in the mud. Anyways, to get to Arenya, all you have to do is go down this path, and the other guard puts her hand over her mouth and says, "Shut it! What are you doing?"
Down this path? Down this path? Great. Thank you. And I walk past them down the path.
What are you doing? I'm having them dock your pay again. I'm having the Druids dock your pay once more. But it's okay. You saw her. She was a priestess. You don't know that. What do you think?
I am, in fact, a priestess. warrior, so it's fine. Good call. I just keep going.
I would say no need to dock anyone's pay. She's highly qualified. This is the night voice review.
Keeps pausing. Quick pausing. Anyways, as you guys walk down the path, you notice the general store, the inn, everything else goes by, and the path continues onward. And do you continue on the path, or do you see if there's someplace in between the stop or on the way that might house druids?
Nope, got a mission to complete. Onward to Arenia.
Okay. Yeah, okay. In that case, as you guys continue on, your path, it winds a little bit, but you start passing several places that look like there would be, you would be familiar with this, Oriana. You see several barrow downs, or barrows that are just hills with holes in them, and they seem to lead downward. There are trees growing out the top of them. The path continues on, however, past these into another, and it ends at a particular spot where there is a tree growing up, and there seems to be a doorway carved into the tree that seems to lead down. And it seems to be where the path ends.
I go up to the tree door and
as you knock on the side of the tree to try to get somebody's attention, the knocking echoes down and down and down and down, and it continues.
Well, this is a very functional doorbell. I hope somebody is, paying attention, because I'm not gonna stop.
Sorry, I'm just trying to jumble which NPC I want to pull out this time.
We kind of need the people to like us. Maybe you should just wait for them to respond. Like, if they are down the ways, it's gonna take them a while to get there. Can you just hold and grab it, or just stop? Just let them have
You're like 4 feet tall. I'm 7 foot. My arm.
I'm carrying 200 pounds worth of gear, not including my own body weight. Shoot.
I lift my arm higher, so he's out of reach.
Audric, as a squirrel hops onto your shoulder and seems to be looking at you inquisitively.
Hello, squirrel.
Hi,
I'm
squirrel.
gonna reach in my pocket for a little.
Like Drew is right. Are we sure it's actually a squirrel, or it's a person who lives here and is very annoyed
Even
at
if
us?
it's a druid, he won't mind if we treat him like an animal for a short period of time. They like those kind of tricks.
As you feed him a little bit of whatever it was, a nut or something? I didn't catch that. Okay.
Yeah, like some berry or trail mix or something.
Okay. He goes ahead and takes it, eats it really quick, and then he hops down off your shoulder and stands in front of the door on 2 legs and is hopped up and is like looking at you guys. And he covers his ears. And then he stops for a second, then looks at you guys almost expectantly.
Hello, we're looking for Arenya Willowbark.
He nods and then goes about 5 feet back into the barrel, and then turns around and looks to see if you're following.
I follow.
Okay. As you start following, okay, the little squirrel starts continuing on downward down the entire barrow. As you guys descend, Catesh, are you going to wait outside or are you going to follow?
Oh, follow.
Okay. About 5 minutes in, you start wondering if this squirrel is not taking you down a puzzle or a trap or something, as you swear you've passed this hallway for the 46th time, and he finally takes you to a landing where there's a little bit of, not commotion, but a little bit of busyness and life. Finally, at the almost the very bottom of the barrow, there's a druidess and an assistant, another druid, going back and forth, tending to druids, tending to those who seem to be sleeping, is the best way to put it. And one of them is taking care of one particular druid quite gingerly, quite under quite a bit of care. And as you guys look in, and you notice the druid that she's taking care of is badly damaged and looks to have been in a bit of a ruckus or a brawl, and it looks almost dire for him, kind of thing.
Can I go up to him?
Yes, you can. As you enter in, the boss or the main druid looks up to you and goes, "Oh, hello, I'm sorry, I didn't see you there. As you can see, we've kind of got our hands full. There's a couple of druids who are stuck in the dream right now."
What happened to this one?
He's been in there for a while. 10 years. No, wait, 15 years now. It's been quite a while. He's been in there longer than he should have been, that's for sure. And she kind of brushes his hair aside, gently, almost lovingly.
Is there anything I can do to help him?
Does he look like teacher?
Does he look like teacher? Okay. As you look at him, Audric, yeah, you've seen him. You do see what looks to be teacher. The only thing is he looks rough. Like, it looks like he's been through the meat grinder kind of thing. There's bruises, scrapes, and cuts all over him. They look like they've begun to heal, but there's so much of them. And his...
Is he the only battered person here?
Yes. The others seem to be not as battered, or if they are battered, there's like minor cuts here or there. But his short green hair has been tousled, and he seems to have been sweating for quite a while. And the druidess seems to be constantly feeding him water, patting his head down, things of that nature.
I want to go up and touch him on the forehead and cast Cure Wounds on him at first level.
Okay. You may do so. The druidess puts her hand up and says, "It's all right. We've been tending to him as much as we can. He's just been stuck in there for so long."
Well, but
So
since the dream is tied to his soul and body, at least I can aid the body. Ooh, and I ate it really well! Oh wait, no, that's a 10.
This is my teacher.
That's not bad.
I'll say to the
Well,
woman,
your
"Well,
teacher-
I've come to rescue him out of the dream."
Your teacher just healed 10 HP, 10 hit points. Which is, good for me.
She looks at you, and 1 second.
And then I cast Cure Wounds at 2nd level.
Oh, you're
And
casting.
if
Oh,
it
you're
seems
casting
to be
too?
effective, then I also cast Cure.
Yeah, we're waiting to see if yours does anything. And then if it does do stuff, then...
How much did you heal for?
10.
10? 10 hit points? Okay. It seems to do some, but it's not effective. It doesn't close up the wounds like what you would expect. You're used to healing up Audric, and everything just kind of closing up into place, so to say. But these ones seem to be staying longer.
I do not cast Cure Wounds at 2nd level then.
Audric, you said this is your teacher?
Yes.
His his mind is what's trapped in the dream, yes?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
While my hand is on his forehead, I want to try and cast message on him and see if I can get a response. I just tell in message. I just say to him, "Objects come. He's here to help you." You could reply to this message. The way the spell works is you point your finger toward a creature within range of the whisper a message. The target and only the target hears the message and can reply in a whisper that only you can hear.
That's an interesting way to go about it. Okay, go ahead and roll a d20 and add your spellcasting modifier to it.
Okay.
Because he's technically not in the plane of existence. Okay. Okay, I'll let that work. You get the sense that it went through, but his ability to reply to the message is hindered.
But he heard me.
You get the feeling he heard you.
Okay, I pull my hand back up and I look at Audric and I say, "He knows you've come."
Oh, did you use message? Well, I also have this necklace thing that I can talk to him, but I appreciate it.
Well, look, I just wanted to see what would happen, okay? I'm trying
Did
to be
anything
helpful.
happen? Did he speak back to you?
There's something blocking his ability to speak to me, but I know he can
Perhaps
hear
it's
me.
because he's in the dream world and not in this world.
La la la. Okay, shorty, we get it. You're so smart.
I do like to read. Reading is fun.
We all of us read. Well, I'm not sure if Audric reads. He spent a lot of time in the wilds, but most of us read. It's
I
not
can
that
read.
uncommon. Can you though?
You were there. We were in
la-
that.
What's the?
Focus, guys. Focus, guys. Hello. We have other things to do here.
You gotta
Focus.
curse off
Focus.
of us.
Focus. Focus. Focus.
You're no fun, Catesh.
Focus. We are on a time. We are on a clock. Remember?
That's true. Anyway, Arena, we're here for a twofold mission. A, this is as you've seen discussed. Teacher, we're here to help him out. Also, I am in search of a seed of life, and I was told that you have received one, and I would like some more details if you'll be permitting to explain.
The moment you mention that you're here to free that you're here to free him, to get him out of the dream, that Audric is his student, and her particular demeanor perks up a little bit, and then you mention the seed of life, and the only thing she does is her demeanor kind of changes a little, and she brushes her hand over his eye patch. I can
Is
help.
the seed of life under? Oriana doesn't, about to say, but doesn't finish the sentence. She's just like, "Oh, you might help."
It's hard to say. I just know that he's the one who sacrificed his eye for me. and she pulls open the eye patch to let you see the scar, and there seems to be a 5-fold scratch among his eye, on the top of his eye, 4, and then 1 underneath. And
Does he have an eyeball?
no, he does not.
Ouch.
It appears that whatever the Seed of Life did, it took his eye for it. He paid for it with his eye. But if you're here to help him,
It's different with the hunter's eye.
if you're here to help him, I'll do what I can.
So wait. Okay, look, not that I appreciate that, but here's the thing. We're on a time-sensitive crunch here, and we kind of need the seed before we do help the teacher. So is that possible?
He knows.
Do you think he's gonna survive for 3 more months? I don't think so. He looks like
We're
he's in
not
rough
going to
shape.
take 3 months to get the seed.
He's the only one
Alright.
who knows. He was the last one to get one.
Of course. Of course, it has to be in a predetermined order, and nothing I plan mattered. So what are we here
He's the one who
for?
knows. Like, you don't have to like get him out. You can just ask him, and then we can do that, and then get him out, right?
He's not really speaking to me anymore because I think he's too weak.
Great. Okay. Well, okay. So for Dreamland, we have 3 seconds. Time is of the essence. Let's do this before I regret it and decide not to come.
Okay, do you have let's see, what was it?
Yes, we have
That's
all
right,
the
we had to get
necessary
ingredients.
ingredients, including the arcane
Also,
dust, and I'll
Question:
pull out all the stuff from my bag.
Can my steed accompany us into Dreamland, or is that not a thing?
I think our magic would all work in there.
He should be able to. I don't know why he should not.
Can I summon him after I get in there? Because I don't really feel like letting the druid people know I have a scary monster as a
Do you ask that of Arenya or of me?
I'm asking, like, would I have any clue?
Would you have any clue? You know you can summon him onto any plane that you're a part of.
And the Dreamworld counts as a plane?
Yes.
Cool, alright, I'll summon him once we get there.
Okay.
What were the ingredients we need? Did we go
Also,
through
can we
the
take
ingredients?
short rests in the Dreamland? Or once we use spell slots, are they done?
You can take short rests. I wouldn't recommend it too much, but you can. There are...
I really also, Audric, I really hoped you prepared some spells for long-term travel and protection and stuff like that, because I can't prepare spells, you can.
But yeah,
Oh, yeah.
there are
Okay,
places
well,
to
we
rest.
should say that was part of our planning we did on the ship for when I woke up this morning. What spells do we want me to prepare?
Yeah, you can prepare whatever
Yeah.
spells you need.
Okay, so
Obviously, we need to have Goodberry. Right
Yeah.
now, the ones I have just sort of by default or from previously prepared is Cure Wounds, Detect Magic, Goodberry, Speak with Animals, Enhance Ability, Moonbeam, Pass Without Trace, Conjure Animals, and Dispel Magic.
Pastel Trace is going to be good. Is there any spells for resting? Either protecting us, helping us, long-term resting? Because I have Prayer of Healing, which I can use.
I mean, for healing us, I could use that thing that Sirva has, the Healing Spirit.
Ooh! Yeah, that's not a bad idea. I feel like between the two of us, if we can pack a couple of healing spells, that would be good.
I also have a healing. I also have cure wounds.
I have, as far as healing, I have Cure Wounds, Prayer of Healing. I also have Beacon of Hope.
Yeah, the only thing that's healing that I have is Healing Spirit. I don't have
I would-
any of those fancy withered spells like Leon Moon's Tiny Hut or whatever. I don't have it.
Okay. Anything else? Okay, so we're going into the moon, into the night, into the dream, which is basically gonna be like the Fae. So any spirits, or any things that would help us. What kind of things do we think we would encounter there? Maybe get spells that would.
Well, Moonbeam causes shape changers to revert to their original form if they're hit by the
Okay,
beam.
good. That's good.
Oh, I guess I also could have lesser restoration, which can heal people of a condition or a disease.
That's a good one. Yeah. Because
I'm
if we're
supposed to be
going
the
into the
tank.
nightmare. Yeah, but if we're going into the nightmare, like curses and diseases and stuff is likely.
So what should I get rid of? Speak with animals? Should we just assume that in...
diseases are not there. I'll
There are
just
no-
give you a heads up. Curses and diseases are not there. Not this time.
Okay.
I didn't prep that, so you're fine. I will
What?
be gentle
Thank you.
once.
What other spells? Or what are there other spells you're thinking might be useful that you don't have
Let's see here. Well, Fairy Fire also can reveal thingy.
there? That reveals invisible people.
Let's see. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like speak with animals, or though if it's the dream, can animals just speak to you in regular language?
Yeah, I feel like that won't be as needed in the dream because it's also a spiritual realm.
Yeah.
Oh, before we go, is there a chapel in this town?
From what you could tell during your brief visit, the walk down the road, there was no Chapel of the Light here.
Darn.
It's the Moonglade, dude. The light isn't here.
Well, there could be. Do you want? I just was looking for a place to power up my hammer before we go to Dreamland. So I could smash it. That is.
I need an
have
outlet cord to
feigned
plug
death.
my hammer in.
Yeah.
You have what?
Feign death.
Why is
Or-
that used? No.
Protection from energy. Tidal wave. Speak with plants. Water
Speak
walk.
with
Water
plants.
breathing. Wall of
Plants
water.
can't
Tidal wave.
Speak with plants, right?
Daylight.
Could be interesting.
Can you make the
Speak
entire
with plants,
forest in the
actually.
dream world to attack everything? That'd be great.
I don't think so.
Speak with plants might actually be useful because all of the dream is plants. It's the spirit of the wild.
Yeah.
So I would, instead of speak with animals, I would do speak with plants.
Well, I got rid of speak with animals for healing spirit. I guess I
Oh,
could
okay.
get rid of enhance ability.
Yeah, we don't need that.
Sadly, even though speak with animals is a ritual spell, speak with plants is not a ritual spell.
Dang it. Well, we should use
But,
it when
yeah,
we're going
it
into the
says
area.
it imbues plants with limited sentience and animation, giving them ability to communicate with you and follow simple commands. You can turn difficult terrain caused by plant growth into ordinary terrain, or you can turn ordinary terrain into difficult terrain. It says plants may also be able to perform other tasks on your behalf at the GM's discretion.
Murder.
I
Well,
feel like that's going to be useful.
Speak with Plants is also a 3rd level spell. Speak with Animals is only a 1st level.
Yeah. But there are other 3rd level spells that are rituals, like water breathing. Water.
I don't think we'll need water breathing because we're going into the dream.
This is a dream. We can just pretend. I'm using my imagination. I can now breathe underwater.
This is the Matrix.
Yep, and the spoon.
There is no spoon.
Okay, so now I have Dispel Magic, Conjure Animals, Pass Without Trace, Moonbeam, Healing Spirit, and Good Berry, Detect Magic, and Cure Wound.
Any other 3rd spells look interesting?
Fairy Fire. I have locate object. I wonder if that works on the seed of life.
I think you have to be familiar with the object.
Yeah, you have to have seen it up close at least once.
That would be useful otherwise.
I think that's most of it. Unless everyone has arrows and they want to have flame arrow.
I don't have
I
a
don't
range.
think arrows are in your repertoire.
My weapons are a dagger and a quarterstaff.
And a scythe.
And well, yeah, but that's
Magic scythe. Yeah.
Okay, well, it's too bad only one of us can prepare spells. I'm just stuck with whatever I got.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so I asked Arina, how does entering the dream work? Is there a way for us to prepare? Like, should we go get potions or something? Can we bring those things into the dream? Like,
What you have on you is what you will take with you.
alright, so if we went into town and maybe got some things to prepare and then came back, would we be able to get into the dream fairly quickly? Could you take time to prepare the ritual?
Yes, I could.
Okay. Then I think it would behoove us to go back to town and perhaps see if there's any supplies we can grab before we go in.
Wait, if you go in the dream world with a potion and drink the potion in the dream world, does the potion in real life also get drinking, or do you, when you come back, is the potion still there?
You will have to find out.
Hello, I'd like to buy all these potions and then return them the next day.
If that's how it works, we will definitely do that.
And then there's just like one dream world copy of every potion, and it doesn't regenerate. So that if another traveler buys them, takes them into dream world, then they're just already
He
empty. It's like,
makes
sorry,
no
someone
money, he
already
just
drank.
stays.
Someone already drank these dream potions.
Okay. So, I look at Audric and Catesh and say, does that sound like a good plan? Should we go back into town, come back in a couple of minutes? It's going to take her a little while to set things up anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sure, why not?
Okay. Go back to town and see if we can find a shop.
Okay. It's very easy to find an alchemist-style shop. They seem to sell a number of potions, a number of curious potions as well. As you ask the shopkeep for something of the healing nature, he offers you 5 potions of healing for 50 gold each. And
What level are they?
well, the potions of healing are the lowest, 2d4 plus 2. And he also has in stock, about 12 greater healing, which are 150 gold a pop, which do 44 plus 4 hit points for drinking it.
Okay.
And that seems to be all the stock he has.
He had how many of the smaller potions?
5.
I will buy 2 of the, you say they're lesser?
Yes.
see if anything else. It's precious.
Wait, wasn't I gonna buy armor in the town? That
Can you wear armor?
as long as it doesn't have metal on it. We bought all the potion ingredients. I forget why. Was there nobody who sold armor or something?
I don't know. See what else this guy has. Maybe he has some armor he can sell.
Because I was like, should I buy potions? Like, wait, I thought I was saving my money for armor. Yes, does this person have any armor? Like hide armor? Druid friendly? Hello? Barry?
My bad. Sit here talking for like 5 minutes is like, okay. Oops. Anyways.
It's like, it's very quiet.
Yeah. There was a potion of sneaking involved in that as well. He had 3 of those. For armor, nobody seems to make any armor or sell it, I should say. There are a couple of crafters who craft it, but they are given as gifts to druids who are recognized by the Cenarian Circle.
Does rescuing someone from the dream get you recognized by the circle?
Just on your knowledge alone, yeah, it should. As you ask the barkeep that, he looks at you kind of dumbfoundedly and says, well, yeah.
Excellent.
He also adds it might also depend on the person you rescue as well.
Do you think we should buy any more healing potions?
I have 4. Catesh, how many do you have?
0.
Catesh could.
Yeah, I also have 0. Oh wait, no, I have...
I thought you had some.
Oh yeah, I have what? Oh, I have 1.
I feel like you guys should each at least have 2 in your inventory.
Yeah, I'll buy 2 for 100 gold.
2 for 100? Okay, the 2d4 plus 2.
I guess I'll buy one.
Okay, which one?
I can only afford the small ones.
Okay.
And there's only one left, so.
Yeah.
But does he have any rations?
Yes, I do. I have lots of rations. I have 20.
You have 20 rations? I only have 1 more day's worth of rations.
I'm carrying 40 pounds worth of rations, everybody.
Oh, we don't need rations.
No, you do. Every time you hit the long rest, it takes a ration.
But I'm a wanderer, so I can find food.
Oh, that's true. Right. Okay.
And I also have good berries that provide a full day's
that's
worth
right.
of food.
Yeah, and I was getting free food from the inn, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've just been stockpiling it. You get eat half your food and pack the rest.
no,
of it in your
I
room.
had rations.
Oh, that's what I did freshman year. I just stocked up giant bags full of granola bars as my extra size.
And then never eat them for literally a
I
year
still
and a
have
half.
some to this day. I still have some.
Okay.
They're
No,
right
you
over
probably
there.
shouldn't eat. You should not eat
Oh,
those.
they're delicious. I have them occasionally.
Well, as you get done with the
Those are 8 years old.
I'm assuming
Well, I don't
you
have any
guys
of the ones
head
from
back.
freshman year left over.
I'm assuming you guys head back. After
Yeah, he didn't have anything else at the shop.
he had a couple other potions. I don't know if you heard.
Potion of sneaking.
Potion of sneaking, of fire breath, and of invisibility.
I have.
I already have a potion of invisibility.
Yeah, I have one.
And a potion of poison resistance.
Yeah, I don't feel like those are things we need. No magical weapons or armor or anything to give us a boost.
Nope.
Okay, well,
We also have that locket that has a cure wound spell inside of it right now.
we do.
Mm-hmm.
You have that locket?
Yeah. Or I guess no, it's a pocket watch, but yeah.
Okay. I have my water walking shoes. So if we do run into water, do that. Catesh, you have anything fun?
My awesome warhammer.
Cool. Alright, I think we're good to go. Catesh, did you buy potions?
I bought a potion. I bought the last small one.
Do you want another potion? I have
No.
4.
No, I do not. You are way squishier than me, and I also will have a steed that cannot die as a meat shield.
As a potion.
Yeah.
Hello, Steed, let me eat you. I need to regenerate hit points.
How much hit points does he have to start with? Whatever a
Uh,
raptor has?
My steed has 16.
16, so he goes down and then comes back a little bit later, comes back after losing 16 health, huh?
Yeah, I can't. Yeah, I can only summon him twice though, because I've only got 2 second level spell slots.
Okay.
So unless we take a short rest, I can only summon him twice.
Okay.
Do you regenerate spells on a short rest?
Or a long rest, whatever. I don't know.
It's a long rest, sweetie.
It's a long rest, whatever. I regenerate spells and a giant rest is source.
Yeah, I think it was a long rest. Alright. Are we ready to go enter the dream? Or do y'all want to go shopping again?
No, I never wanted to go shopping.
I'm squishy. We're going into unknown territory. I want some more potions.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
We just acquired 5 potions. That's good.
Okay.
For lots of gold.
Y'all return back to Arenya. Arenya. And she has a bowl that is sitting over a fire, just kind of steeping. And she seems to be waiting on you guys for the last ingredient. Or before she places in the last one. And as you enter in, she looks over at you and says, "Good. Please, take a step right here." And she leads you over to a spot next to this little fire that's burning. And she looks at you and says, "When you see the portal, dive in as quickly as you can." and she casts a few spells, what it looks like, and as her hands motion about in an arcane fashion and in a druidic fashion as well, she lets the arcane dust fall into the fire, and before you opens a silver portal into what looks to be a green area, and she looks at you and says, "Hurry, go in." Yep. Oh, I don't want to type.
Yeah.
I jump through as quickly as possible, as instructed.
Okay.
I follow him.
1, 2, and I'm missing Oriana. She's. Oh, there she is. Yeah. Okay. Sorry, I have a fog of war here, and I want to maintain it, if at all possible. Unless somebody's been messing around. Make sure you guys. Some of you are. None of you are revealing fog of war. Okay, now you are. Alright, and as you step through, you notice the lush green emerald dream lays before you. There are trees round about you all over the place. You see in a couple of spots, it seems to be something walking in the forests, but there's also this black kind of ooze that seems to be taking over some of the trees, and then it will recede away, and then it'll come back, and then it will overtake one of the trees, and every time it takes over something, it turns into a twisted, nightmarish form of itself, and as the nightmare fades, it goes back to a normal tree, and just things look different inside the nightmare, but it seems that this is the dream. It's just that there's a spot here where the nightmare is trying to dive in. You also notice that there are definitely several things moving in the forest as you hear somebody go, "Little Druid! Where are you?" And, "Here, little kitty.
I shadow meld.
I take 10 minutes and summon Benedict so he can rip people's faces off.
Okay. I'm not sure if I can see you guys. Let me change my color real quick. See what you guys see real quick. There we go. Okay. Yee. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. Yeah, you do see Benedict is there beside you, Audric. Catesh, and also Audric, if you want, your wolf form is over there. Yep. Oh, it was. There he is. He should be next to Benedict. You should be able to see him now. He should be a revealer as well. Reveal fog of war. Thank you. There we go. And if you guys look, it should be over here on the map. Over here. And you should be able to see at least some things.
I see an obelisk.
Yeah, that's all I see. Yes.
A monolith? Yes. There's more. There's more as you pass over or pass near it. It will be revealed, but you do see more.
I feel like since there's something actively looking for something else and I think it's bad, this might be the best time to cast pass without a trace, so that we can travel stealthily.
Okay. So you whisper that to me?
No, I use message.
Okay.
I have message. I am not going to risk whispering and stuff. I'm just going to be telepathically communicating to everybody.
That's a good idea.
Okay.
It's a cantrip,
Yeah,
guys. Come on.
I will cast Pass Without Trace.
Without a trace. Okay. So every time
And then we
you
roll stealth,
get a plus 10.
and we get a plus 10.
We get a plus 10 on stealth rolls.
Plus, yeah.
It's a miracle because I have
track
armor.
other traces of your passage.
Pass Without Trace is a great spell.
And you can't be tracked except by magical means.
Yep. Okay, so if you guys wish to stealthily enter in, go ahead and roll your stealth rolls.
That's good, because that makes my 6 a 16. Oh my
No.
gosh!
That's
Oh, you only 7. Sorry.
I got 29.
Okay.
My rat disappears into the ether.
I do not. I plus 12. I roll a 19 with that roll then.
Okay, so a 19, a 16, and a 29. Okay. Okay. As you three, it's not too bad though. As you three meld into the forest and try to stealthily make your way through this forest, I'm going to make the enemy roll a stealth check because they are still in active search.
Perception.
2. Those two are stupid.
Yay, we like stupid. Ooh, that
He's
one's
looking
even
the other
stupider.
way. Okay. Okay.
Ooh.
Audric, have you shifted into wolf form or are you still in human?
I'm still inhuman.
Okay, so I know which ones to take. Okay. As you guys move forward, you notice the accoutrements of the dream. There seems to be monoliths stationed every now and then. Looks to be elvish in nature and some gravestones as well. But you also notice as you get closer.
See? That's why I passed Without Trace! That's right there! That's right there! Because when he said that, I immediately thought troll, and I was like, no.
Those aren't trolls.
They're ogre or whatever.
Ogres.
Yeah, I was like, I was thinking big and fat.
Okay. They do seem to be actively searching for something, just not you, and they seem to be not looking at the ground while they're doing it. For now, you seem to be hidden. Do you wish to continue past?
I use message twice, and I send one message to each of them, and I say, maybe we should go around these guys. You can reply to this message.
Yes, I think that sounds like a good idea. You can't reply to this message.
Okay. Alright. Which way would you like to go around?
Are
North?
they not looking for what we're looking for?
Do you wish to go north? Towards Moonglade, basically, or towards the south, towards the river?
We can go towards the river. Yeah?
I don't know. Which way should we be going? I don't know.
I don't know, we're trying to find your teacher. Where should we go?
His teacher.
You what?
I'm looking. Okay.
Just
I
wondering
know we're
which
not
way
in
you guys
person,
want
but
to go.
I'm looking at Kyrath when I said that.
Just wondering which way you guys want to go around the ogres, because it may or may not have stuff happen depending on which way you go.
I feel like the ogres are it's gonna be harder because they get through the water. Let's go through the river. I have a good idea. Let's go through the river.
Okay.
2 versus 1. You're outvoted
Also,
unless you wish to go.
Do I have any sense from the teacher or the necklace or anything, like, where we're even supposed to be going? Or are we just going to wander around aimlessly until something happens?
You do feel your master is down this path. You're not sure exactly where, but you do feel that this way is going to lead you to him.
Perfect. Which way? Going to the river?
What it appears that way. The most direct path would be going through the ogre at the north, but that puts you going through the ogre in the north.
Well, if Oriana has a plan to go through the river, let's do that.
Your kitty, kitty, kitty! Where are you? South it is. Okay. At this point, however, I'm going to have a perception check because they are still actively searching.
I feel like they.
It may not be a good number for them, but one of them is still actively searching in that particular direction that you're going. Where is it? There it is. Okay. As you guys sneak past and dip into the water, people's shoes get wet and so forth.
No. I don't. I have a
Except
plan.
for Oriana's.
No, I have a plan.
Okay.
So, I tell everybody to stay on this side of the river. And then I activate my boots of water walking. And I walk across the river. Now it specifically says that these boots don't need attunement in order to use. So when I get across the river, I take my boots off. I use Mage Hand and drag and put the boots back so somebody else can use them and walk across.
Right, as you're doing that, I'm just standing on top of Benedict as he's swimming, so I don't care.
As you
I'm trying
mage
to be
hand,
stealthy. It'll be way more stealthy to walk across this instead of swimming.
they
Benedict
have a -2 to wisdom. They have a -2 to wisdom.
Also, Benedict is stealthier than me, and
And Benedict can't wear the boots, so Benedict's gonna have
Yes, Benedict has to swim anyway. So
Fine, do whatever you want. Andre,
need
I
to
send
roll
the
with
boots
the
back to you.
You do need to roll a stealth check for Benedict. He does have pass
forget.
with auto trace.
let's see, what's his? That's his stealth stat. Oh, he gets a +5
Yeah,
to his
okay.
stealth roll. This is great. He gets a +15 to this roll.
Let's use the nat one.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
that
he
one.
gets a nat one.
Don't say that!
That's the only thing you don't need to roll is a nat one. Okay.
Rolled an
you're
11, so that's a 26.
fine. Yeah. Okay.
He's much stealthier than me. I'm just gonna ride him now because he's stealthier than me, and me clanking around on armor is just a bad move. So
As you guys move past the water and navigate past it, more of the forest opens up, and you do notice that there are more monoliths and more gravestones everywhere. It seems that this place is a reflection of almost like a Night Elven society or a druid graveyard kind of thing. And the ogre, let's see here, who's on the north? Catesh is riding. Audric, you look over and notice the ogre is staring right at you. Only thing is one eye is pointing off this way, the other eye is pointing this way. So, even though he's looking right at you, he doesn't seem to even see you. And as you guys continue forward, I will open up this one, if it will open up. There we go. You guys should be seeing the next tile. I'm going to put you closer to the center again. Do you guys wish to continue on the southerly route, or do you wish to go north? The southerly route seems to be guarded as this red eyeball with several stalks is just floating about over there. And there is a giant or a ogre to the north.
There's just a beholder chilling over here.
I like ogres better.
You don't know if
Well,
it's
there's
a
just-
beholder. It's an eyeball. It does have wings. It does have several stalks for eyes that are just kind of pointing around. And they are very
you're the
attuned and trying
teacher
to look.
detector. Where do we need to go?
Where do I feel like we need to go?
Okay. You close your eyes for a moment. Consider your teacher, and you do feel, again, northerly route feels right. Feels like the way it should go. Way you should go. Towards the ogre. But you don't know if sounds of combat will excite or awaken the ogre, or if it will draw the floating eyeball towards you.
Are we... Like, we could just go around the ogre, right? On the far north side.
Yeah.
I feel like as long as we pass without trace, we just go around everything.
Right now, your stealth checks seem to be holding up.
Yeah. I will indicate to Oriana that we should try to sneak around farther to the left of the ogre.
You do know that mechanically the ogre is going to have to roll a perception check here in a minute when you get closer to him to pass by. But it's going to be far easier to get past him than it is the spectator. So, do you head north or do you head south?
North, I guess.
Okay, north. That's good. As you guys hurry across and keep going past the ogre, you notice, look over at Catesh, and he's just kind of riding Benedict, kind of like nonchalantly, not really caring at the same time, and you two are like, get up, get up, get up! And he just kind of meanders through the forest, and the ogre just kind of glances over towards Benedict and goes, pretty kitty, and keeps going. As you guys go past.
I just messaged to Catesh, how are you doing this? You can reply to this message.
And as you guys continue forward, you do know...
I get sad because he doesn't reply.
Yep. You continue forward, and as you come upon another tree, you do notice that there is another ogre in front of you. Let's get that one pinged up so you know what's up. You guys are closer to here. Okay. Okay, Mr. White Hand, what do you have your hand over? No, tell me. What did you see?
Nothing. I can't see anything extra. I just see the ogre that's there. I was just moving. I had my hand there. I was moving my map around.
Okay. All right. Before you is two paths, to the south and to the north.
Does it feel like we should keep going to the north?
Your master feels like he is north. Yes.
Do we see anything dangerous to the north?
Yes. To the north, you can peek through the trees, and you do see a spectator is lurking about, searching, and then there is also a very large winged demon who seems to be stomping about over there.
Okay, I think we should go to the south.
Okay.
What?
The medallion.
Masters to the north.
Yep. Masters to the north.
Yeah. Well, you'll just go north of the next fork in the road. Why do
There
we
is
need to
no
go
other
past
next
the giant
fork in the
fork?
road. I don't think there's another.
How do you know?
Okay.
We don't know
Because
that.
this map seems really limited from this visual perspective.
Maybe there's a
It
second map.
seems-
Also, there's no such thing as a map. We're in the dream world. What are you guys talking about?
It seems that way. The only thing is I already have a plan for if you guys get to the edge of a map and you want to go off the map.
We don't. So just
So you guys are stuck. It's just this is literally all the room I had left on the board. So. So, do you wish to go south?
Yes.
Okay. You are going to have to face one ogre roll, and that's it.
Oh, he poked himself in the eyes. He's blind now.
That's basically what happened.
He's like, my eye is really itchy. Oh.
I forgot. I forgot I had.
He's like, oh, I think I got that in my eye. And then the ogre's dad says, yeah, your finger.
As you guys get to the southern area, you do notice that it looks like the dream continues onward, past even what the board shows. Which way do you wish to go? If you do wish to turn back north, you do have to go past the ogre, or if you wish to continue around, you will be pulled into the randomness of the dream world.
Which direction does it feel like teacher is in?
He is north.
I vote we send in Benedict to run, grab teacher, and then sprint out because he's a running speed of 50.
Yeah, that doesn't sound like it's gonna cut it.
And he rolled a 26 on his stealth roll, so we just run in, run out. 20-minute adventure. Okay.
I mean, if you want to suggest to Oriana that you should send Benedict ahead to scout,
No.
you
I'm
don't
running
want to send
Benedict.
Benedict ahead to school.
I'm running Benedict.
Well, I guess
My little tiny gnome legs go faster.
we should
Since you're
head
not
to the
little,
north then.
I do.
Okay, so it says that. So for message, it says you can cast this spell through solid objects if you are familiar with the target and know it is beyond the barrier. So I know he's north. Can I try and cast message and see if he's
What's the
nearby?
limit? What's the limit?
120 feet.
Where's my... Quick math. 5 times 25, that's out of your range, isn't it?
It's 125.
Yeah. It's out of your range.
So if you're saying if I moved 10 feet forward, then he'd be within range.
If you wish to move 10 feet forward, you can.
Really? Yeah, then I'll do that. I'll just move up a little bit, carefully, cast it again.
This time, you know for a fact your message did not go through. There seems to be lead between you and him.
Oh, that's useful information. I then cast message to Wartimes to Catesh. At this point, just so you, whenever I'm casting message, assume I'm using it as a walkie-talkie, and I tell them both that I tried to send the message to your teacher, but I'm blocked by something. I think it's lead. He may be in a tomb or behind a tomb, but he's definitely within 120 feet of us.
Make a new stealth check. Oriana. You cast a spell within close range of an ogre.
It's fine. My stealth is even better now. It's 18.
Okay. Okay.
He stabbed himself in the face again.
Oh!
He should
Why
be blind in both eyes now.
You get the feeling he's... Well, he's only got like one eye, so you get the feeling he's probably trying to get a fly out of his face or something. Kitty! Kitty! And he goes off like that for a few more moments. And,
I'm starting to think that Kitty is your master.
It clearly... He turns into a panther. Clearly is.
You're looking at me like I'm stupid.
well... Audric has seen him in panther form and animal form numerous times. So it could be assumed relatively easily by Audric that, yeah, he likes the panther. Okay, what do you wish to do? You know where Master is located. Do you wish to go to the edge, or do you wish to try to sneak around Mr. Ogre, who is apparently blind and will now have disadvantage on his perception checks?
Yeah, I think we should sneak past him.
Yeah, we sneak past him and then try and sneak past the flying evil thing.
Okay.
Because we all have pretty good stealth checks.
Okay, this time I'm going to have you guys actually move your own tokens around him how you wish. He's going to go ahead and roll with the disadvantage right now. You may go whichever way you wish. Wait, Audric went that way. How close to the... That's what I was thinking. Okay. Okay. Audric, Oriana...
Benedict is dead.
Audric, Oriana, did you go to this square or this square?
The square.
Okay. So you went there. Okay. In that case, that was my notes on that. Catesh, I'm going to have you roll me a dexterity saving throw. 13. As well as for Benedict as well.
Why do I have to roll it?
Because you went there.
You chose poorly.
You stepped right there.
Did I just lifted and went all the way over. I was just following right behind them. Like,
No, okay, doesn't matter, you're still triggered it.
I just dragged my token to be right behind where they went.
That's why I had you guys move your tokens.
You didn't say one square at a time.
No rules lawyering, roll please. Dex 13 saving throw. Somebody passed it with flying colors.
So wait, is it like a ground trap? Because like I'm right. Why do we both have to roll? Like when Benedict just have to roll?
Because it's the way the area of effect it works. If Audric and Oriana were traveling right next to you, they would have to make the same.
Yeah, but like I'm on top. Like there's nothing I can really do. It's only if Benedict.
At 10-foot range though.
Yeah, but I can't. But the deck. What's the dex save doing me on top of Benedict? Like, what does that even do?
It means you get half damage as opposed to full damage. But it would you would dip your head over to the side as opposed to getting blasted full force in the face.
Benedict succeeds. I do not.
Okay. Benedict does take half of 19, so 9 damage. You take full 19 damage of poison as you walk past this particular gravestone. There seems to be a plant that Benedict didn't notice, and it was triggered by vibrations, and poof, cloud of green poisonous gas sprays both of you two, and Benedict managed to get out of as much of it as he could. You weren't. It was a sudden jostle, and you managed to catch quite a bit of the cloud in your face. Benedict seems to be coughing just a little bit, but nothing too much. That's what, 9? Okay. Furious typing proceeds. Hopefully it's not an angry letter at me, please. But as you guys continue...
Well, I was following right behind him, and it's not rules lawyering.
Following right behind. 10 feet. Yeah, that would actually catch both of you two as well. Okay, yeah. Oriana, both you and Audric.
No, like if they didn't trigger the trap, then I wouldn't have either, is my point.
That's what I'm looking at, is they would have passed close enough to it.
Well, I think what he's trying to say is you thought he was passing this way, right? Oh, where did the thing go? Yeah, and we passed through. Yeah, we passed that way.
Yeah. Okay. Both of you two make dex saves as well. That spot, yeah, that spot would have had you guys.
Is there a
close.
passive perception to notice this plant?
Passive? No, you have to actively notice it. But it was also, this one was hiding behind a gravestone, so, or a tomb. Okay.
So dexterity save?
Yes.
Oops,
That's a 5.
Okay.
I got an 8.
Those are both fails. You did a 13. 19 points of damage to both of you two, please. Yeah, I was wondering if you guys were going to go that way or closer towards the ogre.
We didn't go closer to the ogre.
Yep. Closer to the ogre would have been safer, at least away from the plant. Especially since he rolled like a 5. Yeah, 5 to perceive, which would have been really fun. But I do have more traps like that on the map, so do be careful. So going forward, go ahead and make sure you guys are rolling.
If it has a 10-foot radius, how does it hit all 3 of us? Because wouldn't the first person trigger it, and then it's a 10-foot radius when that kind of not in all of them?
Well, it would have
Because
triggered.
because we cover 15 squares worth of
Yeah.
distance.
Because you guys were following in a line, it triggered on each one of your steps.
One.
So, if you want to rules lawyer it, I will say that the second one and the third one would get advantage on their saving throws.
It's not that big of a deal. We can just move on. We got hit by a trap. We gotta be careful. But we do need to be more. We do need to be careful because I only have 4 HP now.
Yee. And it's just poison damage. There's no lingering effect, so. Just seems to be like a green and black little plant that just was sitting there and just poof, squeezed out a bunch of gas. Okay. As you guys continue past that,
I kind of think I'm gonna cast Healing Spirit and heal us all back up to full.
We don't do that. Cause
You're almost dead.
Yeah, but if we can get to a rest point, I can cast Prayer of Healing, and that will heal us all for a lot.
But Healing of Spirit could also heal us all.
But I'd rather you use that during battle.
I wouldn't use it during battle though, because it's concentration, and I have to be not in wolf in order to cast. Spells.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, you can use your spells up until you get into. Okay, that's a good point. Yeah.
I would suggest you guys move forward first.
Can we get to maybe behind the largest tree and then he can cast?
Yes, you can. You can get to about right there, and Benedict dies.
Benedict.
We thought he avoided the poison, but really didn't.
You did.
I see what's up.
Okay. One problem here though is that since they're both concentration spells, I'd have to recast Pass Without Trace after.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay, well, if we
Right.
gather up and get them all, we should be okay as long as we don't move.
Yeah. Right here seems to be safe. You don't notice...
I mean, I'm just gonna Shadow Meld.
You do notice that the demon is searching around in this area. It is a good spot to stop and take 20 or something, but I wouldn't stay here much longer than that.
No, well, we won't take 20. It only takes them like a second to cast it, right?
Yeah.
A little too loud. There we go. Okay.
How does that work? We pass through it and then...
Yeah, so you gain 1d6 every time you pass through it.
Okay.
How long does it last?
It lasts for 1 minute. So basically, we could get 10d6.
10. So if we, because we don't have to use our full movement. We could each, every 6 seconds, all three of us could go through the spirit.
Mm-hmm.
So should we just roll 10d6 and see how much we get from that?
If that's what you want to do, yeah.
Just make a train
Yeah.
through the spirit. Choo, 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 choo. That's a good point. I'd forgotten that you can't use spells in your forms. You may as well. We just made you all use your spell slots until you have to transfer.
Yeah.
And are fiends immune to poison damage? Because I'm looking at a bunch of fiends on the monster manual, and they all have poison immunity. Is that a thing in general? Because it looks like most of them have fire, but like almost all of these that I'm looking at have poison immunity.
Oh, oops. Disregard that. Wrong things.
He's considered a fiend?
Yeah, my math's a fiend.
Okay, I'll let that one go.
I'm at full health.
He should... Yeah, if he is a fiend, he should have the same characteristics they do.
Yeah, it looks like, damage immunities to fire and poison, and resistance
Does it give
to
you
a lot of things.
Does the spirit give you anything else?
Nope. It soothes us.
Cool. Hey, I got
It looks like a
39 HP
transparent
from
wolf.
I will.
That is effective, sir.
I will say at this location, you guys can go ahead and give me a perception check. If you want to spot any more of those little buggers, that'll be a success. If I count what your perception is. That's a fail.
I got 13.
15. I rolled 15.
Okay. Catesh,
Nice. No, I suck at perception. We're having Benedict do it.
Okay.
That's a 12.
Okay. Only Oriana, you do see one of those little buggers, one of those little plants off to the side towards the monolith. You recognize, based on what happened, about here is your trigger points. If you get too close to this, it'll set
Okay.
off.
Kyler, did you roll your 10d6?
No, I didn't.
10d6.
As we all just kind of like do a circle dance in and out of the sphere. Everyone's huddled up in a circle.
Yeah. 29.
Yeah.
Okay, that should
It's
be
like
enough.
Yeah, well, yeah, since it only did 19 points of damage.
Yeah. Okay.
Cool. Okay. Then before we head out, I point out the flower again, and then I wait for Audrey to cast Pass Without a Trace again.
Okay.
Okay.
I cast Pass Without Trace. Now I have no second level spell slot.
Okay.
I would at least save 1/3 level so that you can cast it. Oh, nice! So that you can cast it again when we need to escape.
Okay, I need to pull up a couple of things.
Ooh. Benedict is super stealthy and Catesh is surprisingly stealthy.
Nice.
22! All our
Nice.
stuff got better.
Both of
with
them
that.
are, not only is it a nat 20, that's a 35 on his stealth roll.
Benedict is
pretty
giving
good.
the Eva.
Benedict is a ninja, apparently now. He got mad at the plants. He's like, I want to burn it all now.
Ooh.
Oh.
Oh no!
It's only
Audrey is
15.
Not as good.
Only if it.
Only a 15? Ew. Gonna be a perception check from him. Okay, that's a bit more. Okay, that puts that at 21. So who is the lowest? Kyra?
Yeah.
Okay. And let me double check on the other thing. Okay. And you said
Right.
it was a 13?
What I got
Yeah,
was 15.
15? Okay. So one sees you, one does not. Okay. As you guys move forward, you do notice that the larger demon notices you, Kyra, or Audric, as you
Can I try
to be
and
as stealthy
can I
as you
try and distract it? Can I try and distract it? And give us a
If-
chance to run.
If you want to try to distract it, go for it.
I want to cast prestidigitation to create a shower of sparks on the opposite side of where he's looking, like kind of out of the corner of his eye, and it's just gonna look like like one of those firework fountains that just go pew 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 like on the other side. Which it says you create. I looked at the thing. It says you create a harmless sensory effect such as a shower of sparks. So that is the thing the spell can do. I just want to just so that he glances over and then Audric can maybe duck behind something.
Can I augment that with a minor illusion and make it look like there's a wizard standing over there?
That's a little better here. I'll let you guys see. And Oriana died. Okay. You will have to make a deception check for that to work. Catesh does give you...
Advantage.
Yeah, that would be advantage.
Are you sure we want you to roll?
Yeah, my deception's a +4.
Mine's a +6, so...
Well, he gave it to I didn't.
It's an advantage to
You're
somebody.
augmenting. You said you're augmenting. Oh, do we get to choose?
I will
I'm
let
making-
you choose.
I mean, I'm making the person appear, and you're making the sparks appear. The person seems like the major
Go,
part.
I don't get to go for it. I don't care.
Alright.
You have a +6. Use it.
So what is that? What is that? The
You get
assistance do?
advantage.
You
You get advantage.
Yeah, you get advantage on it.
Oh, rolling at 20.
Okay. So yeah, as you create the
Our
illusion,
stealth is dope.
as you create the illusion of the wizard there, Oriana, you thought it would look cool if you put the sparks there at the forefront, but it ends up being the sparks end up being right under the wizard's feet as he magically appears and makes it look like the sparks were part of the teleportation, and it garners the attention of both the spectator and the Balgura that is patrolling, and they both look that way. And no, I didn't want to chat in Discord because that messes up my cameras. Yeah. Okay. Roll. Okay. And they both go over to look at it. Make sure that's pointing the right way. Yes. Okay. And you now both, the entire group now has enough time that if you wish, you may scoot forward.
I hiss at Audric.
Be careful. Did you see how scary that was?
Can I use this distraction/cover to reroll my stealth check?
Yes, you can.
Don't roll worse.
Only 10% chance of rolling worse. Oh, hey, look.
Come on.
Audric!
Do I roll with advantage because the illusion was so
Nope.
stealthy?
I told him to be more stealthy. He's just like, yeah! Face plants into the ground.
Yeah. Well, what happens is as he's walking, you tell him to be more stealthy. He goes, yeah, and then he turns back around, and the nightmare comes in really quick, right in front of his face, and pulls it back, and he just goes, whoops, oof, right into some mud. And because you guys cast spells, unless your stuff says specifically, I need you guys to go ahead and re-roll your
I
stealth
shadow
rolls.
melt. I shadow melt. I just freeze and shadow melt.
Re-roll your stealth rolls, please.
That's gonna be 14 now. Yay.
14, a 1, and a
21.
21. Okay. me see how many feet you guys have left to go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so you can, in one turn with this moving stealthily, you can get right here.
Oh, there's teacher! Your face is in the dirt.
Oh, hey.
You're covered in mud now. That's how your teacher's gonna see you.
But that's one turn's worth of movement. The Balgura is now going to be turning around. Well, he definitely sees Audric. Yeah, he definitely sees Audric. For some reason, the gnome on the dinosaur is not weird, but he does see the.
Because my dinosaur is acting like a ninja and bobbing and weaving like an awesome thing.
Something like that. It's something to do with that. But either way, the Balgura, however, does indeed look and sees you, Audric.
A Balrog of Morgoth.
No, not a Balrog.
Yeah.
A Balgura. And he lets out with a roar. Roar! And the spectator that's behind him turns. All of the eye stalks pinpoint at Audric as well. And they both turn to charge towards you, Audric. And that is where we are going to leave off for tonight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, technically it'd be 6 over here. Poor Benedict gets shoved out of the way.
He's invisible still. He a ninja.
Yeah, he a ninja. He a ninja.
He just trips over the air. He's like, what is this thing I tripped over?
Yep, pretty much. And with that, guys, we're going to go ahead and call it. It's getting late, and I know some of you have to get up kind of early-ish. Thank you for joining me. Next week, we're going to have a little bit of combat, assuming we get to play next week. I think next week is your business meeting, Kyrath?
Yeah.
Okay, so it may be in 2 weeks. Then we'll see. We'll play with schedules. We'll see what happens. But anyways, thank you guys for joining me for Warcraft Fangs of the Moon. And we'll see you next time. Y'all have a good night and God bless.